Hennig, Mr. Perfect. You know, everything in my life has been absolutely perfect. And it's a lot of people's dream to be perfect. But with me, see, it's no dream. It's reality. It's life. And take the simple game of bowling. It's everybody's dream to bowl the perfect game. Well, being Mr. Perfect, you sit back on the couch, you put your feet up, and you relax because you are going to witness the perfect.
Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello and welcome to a special 100 episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. I have very, very special guests and a very, very good surprise. Though I don't know how surprised you're going to be because I had to use something else to get it. But anyway, let's start with the fact that this is the 100th episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig, formerly known as I forgot the title already. Anyway, sorry. This was this is Nobody Beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. I don't remember the forward title. Forgive me. I do that a lot. I've just been scatterbrained over the past weeks. This will probably come out in July or August. I'm thinking probably July, maybe like late July. So a lot of the stuff we talk about will already be done, over with, poo poo. It'll be old news. Okay. But I want to start with the surprise. So the surprise is, I don't know what possessed me to do this. I'm not really sure, but I put into AI and I just wanted to see what would happen if if Curt had never passed on, and if we could have an interview, my exclusive interview with Mr. Perfect himself. I'm very excited for all this because it actually gave me great results. Results I was never expecting. Let's put it that way. All right, so I have it. I'll just read it because I can't really show it. I just don't feel comfortable showing AI stuff. Anyway, so I'll just start with I just say, hello and welcome to Nobody Beats Curt H. And he interrupts. He says, it's Mr. Perfect.
Ah.
I say, okay, well, welcome to Nobody Beats Mr. Perfect Nobody. I am your host, Mrs. Witchy Perfect. No offense, Mr. Perfect. And he says, none taken. This is all AI generated for anyone who's listening. Wow. And I think it really, takes the cake here. Okay, so next. On today's Perfect Podcast, I have a very special guest, Mr. Perfect himself. Welcome to my show, Mr. Perfect. And he says, I am perfectly proud to be here. Okay. We go to the next. Thank you again for coming on my show, Mr. Perfect. Now, let's get right to it. What have you been doing with yourself now that you have retired from wrestling, Mr. Perfect? Some consulting, he says, commentating, that kind of thing. When I get a chance playing golf. It's like, damn. Damn. All right, next question. What did you like most about your match with Kerry Von Erich, aka the Texas Tornado, at SummerSlam 1990? What did you like the least? Well, Kerry had to be bigged up. I didn't even know what that meant. I think it means he has to go over. I'm just guessing. This is AI, guys. What can he say? All right. So, Kerry had to be bigoted up. That was my job, right? I guess I was glad it was over all over quickly, so many fans were disappointed. And if we remember SummerSlam 1990, some of us don't, because some of us weren't even born yet.
Yeah. Who knew?
That would be you, little brother.
Who knew?
So we are remembering we're remembering Curt. So his match with Kerry ended with him smacking the post, and he lost the Intercontinental belt. And he vowed revenge. So, okay. My next question is, why did you think that leaving the WWF in 1996 was a bad move? Did you have doubts about jumping ship to WCW, so to speak? And this is his response.
WCW.
Well, AI response. Okay.
A WCW response.
But let's just pretend saying it's AI. Let's just pretend this is how Curt would respond. There were a lot of things going on at the time. Back injury that never quite healed. So yeah, I guess I had some doubts. Okay.
Interesting.
Awesome there. Next question. What is your opinion of modern wrestling today? And what would your advice be to some of the younger talent? His answer, well, I don't know quite where it is all going, but I guess I would say keep it like it always was. There's no need for too much sensationalism. What fans want is good wrestling. Okay.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next question. We recently watched your Iranian death match. This was in 1992 in 1992. It was 1982, excuse me, in Portland. Your Iranian death match with Sheikh Ali Hassan. What did you think of that match? What did you like or what did you dislike? His response. Well, yeah, it was different, shall we say. I mean, oil on Hassan's tights on his ass. It's on his ass. Cracked us up. It cracked them all up. I like that response because and I forgot what episode it is now. I think it's 91, 92. I think we just did it. So 92, episode 92. If you want to hit pause and go back and watch that, but make sure you come back here, of course. It does say oil on Hassan's butt. And dude, I'm not even kidding you when I say this guy is whiter than I am. And he's pretending to be an Iranian prince. I shit you not.
You know, you can't get away with that now in this day and age. Good luck to you if you wanted to try.
I mean, the Sheik and the Iron Sheik, yes, were from Iran. But, or I think the Sheik was from Iran because Sabu was from Iran, right? Or no, he was born in here. But I think the Sheik was from Iran. Or was he also
the Iron Sheik was. I don't know about the Sheik.
Iron Sheik. I don't know if the Sheik was, but the Iron Sheik definitely was from Iran. All right, next question, because we also just did this too on one of my episodes. What was it like to go on the Regis and Kathy Lee show? I know that there was a rumor going around that Regis was upset that you wouldn't bowl with him on the show. Was this to keep kayfabe? His response, Regis gets upset about everything. Laughing. No, I joke. I mean, you know, it is to keep kayfabe. If anyone saw Curt on Regis and Kathy Lee back in 1990, I think it might have been 89. No, I think it was 90 because 89 he still didn't have Lanny. Lanny was with him on the Regis and Kathy Lee show, and there was a rumor going around that Regis was pissed because Curt wouldn't bowl with him, but Curt was trying to keep kayfabe. So if Curt didn't get a strike, guess what? Now his gimmick is ruined because he's Mr. Perfect, right? He's always supposed to have that, the strike. He's supposed to have that 300 game, but he does a magic trick, which is really awesome. I think that was taught to him by a magician, a magician friend of his. Okay. So next question. What was your opinion on your match with Brutus the Barber Beefcake at WrestleMania 6? What did you like most about that match or the least? His response, well, there were reasons he had to win. Am I truly sorry the accident? Oh, I am truly sorry that the accident put paid to what was supposed to happen next. I'm guessing Brutus was going to get some kind of a big push. I might have heard that somewhere. I'm not really sure. But when Brutus had his accident, that parasailing accident, I think there was stuff in the works for him before all that happened. So, okay, next question. Why did WrestleMania 7 end in a DQ with the Big Boss Man? Is that how it was supposed to end? And what was your opinion of that match? His response, no, that isn't how it was supposed to end. Looking back, I guess it was a shitter, really. I can't believe AI said shitter. All right. I didn't like that match. The only thing I liked about the WrestleMania 7 match with Curt was when he goes, fuck you, boss man. And you could see him mouth the words. Like, literally, you could see him say, fuck you, boss man. I was like, whoa. Curt just said the F-bomb.
Good for him.
All right, next one. How did you hurt your back? And did you try to wrestle through the pain? His response. There were several problems due to injury, and even surgery didn't put it all right. Yep, I wrestled through the pain. So I don't doubt that Curt, I mean, we all know SummerSlam 91, I mean, except for you, little brother. No offense. We all know that SummerSlam 91, Curt had back spasms. This has been very, Brett tells this, many, many stories that, at the time, no one knew Curt's back was hurt or injured. There is an interview with Brett where he says, I called Curt, I called him all the time. Hey, are you coming to SummerSlam? Hey, are you coming to SummerSlam? And he said, yes, Brett, I'll be there. So we do know of that definite, interview, and the answer kind of fits. Okay. Next question. Why did you join TNA? What did you like or dislike about the Axe on the Pole match with David Flair, and would you do it again? Response. TNA gave you more creative direction. You have, having your say. Yes, it was reminiscent of Dad. I'm guessing his dad. I doubt I wouldn't do it again, but who knows? I don't really think people like that Axe on a Pole match. Maybe Larry the Axe had something to do with it. I don't know. Well, I mean, because he was Larry the Axe, so an Axe on the Pole match, right?
That was Russo. That's Russo.
Yeah.
I don't think it's had anything to do with that.
I don't know if the real Curt would do it again. This is all AI, so okay.
Yeah, that was Russo. That's
Next
a Russo
question.
thing.
Yeah, everybody hated it. Why wouldn't they make you champion in TNA? Is Jared really that petty? Response. Yeah, I guess so. And he puts, it's like laughing. Like he would laugh about that. Like, I guess so. I guess Jared was petty.
Or Jeff Jarrett, known as Wild Slapnuts or whatever.
Jarrett,
I didn't like Jeff Jarrett, honestly.
The thing with Jarrett was the only reason he created TNA is to be world champion.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
why he dominated the world title picture for years there.
Right.
Like
And I was just like, why wouldn't they make Curt, champion? That makes no sense, All right, next question. Okay. If there was one person you could wrestle today, who would it be and why? His response. You guys are probably going to laugh about this.
All right, here we go.
Well, what a question. There are so many wrestlers that I enjoyed matches with that it is almost impossible to choose. Rick Rude would say it's him. But maybe I would choose his dad, in memory of the times we wrestled together. He was a part of that Axe attack in 82, 83, 84, and most of 85 was him and Scott Hall. So he was a part of that Axe attack, and it was him and his dad. So I wouldn't doubt it. Although I don't know, maybe could you wrestle your own father? I don't know.
Maybe you could.
That.
Maybe you could.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe.
Ray
Yes,
and
maybe
Dominic
no.
did it.
Yeah, Ray and Dominic. Did Ric Flair and David Flair ever fight?
They might have teamed up a few times in WCW, but
I know
he
watched as David Flair got flogged by Hogan. I don't know if that was such a great thing. Okay, so next question.
Hogan.
Can you really do card magic like you did on the
last week? After my hero.
Can you really do card magic like you did on the Regis and Kathy Lee show? And the response was, yeah, I sure can. Okay, easy enough.
Good.
Next question, or actually this is a couple questions. You are my favorite wrestler, Mr. Perfect, if I do so say myself. Do you have an immediate plans to go back to WWE? Perhaps you are in talks with Paul Triple H to go back to a managerial role in the WWE. Whom would you manage if you did? Now, this is where AI, I think, kind of got messed up.
Yeah, probably.
The
There you go.
response is, well, I am honored that I am your favorite wrestler, maybe Flair. You want to manage Flair? Flair's not in it anymore.
Ric Flair. Ew.
I love AI sometimes, right?
Woo!
All right, so here's my last question. One last question, Mr. Perfect. Will we be seeing more of you? Perhaps you could come back on this show and watch along to your matches while you give commentary. I know I would love that. Do you have any future plans with wrestling or your private life? Thank you for having me on the show. I am apt to
That's
cross
weird.
my bridges when they come. This is just AI, I'm guessing. So we will see what happens. This show is perfect. I love that. It's like, damn, AI is pretty good.
Mhm.
And then I just kind of say, thank you for joining us. Blah blah blah. What did details of what you guys thought of that interview that I did. Just throwing it into AI and letting whatever happened came back.
Well, here's the thing about with AI, like, as much as okay, so I've my varying opinions about it. It's a Pandora's box that we cannot close, and so we're gonna have to live with it. I think it's going, whoever you do speak to, be it a wrestler or anybody else, I think the AI's programming is going to look at this person's behaviors, maybe skim through interviews or either absorb interviews that it's done, and then come up with its own response as though that is that person. I think what is fascinating is that we are in an age where that could be interpreted as like, this is how this person would be, and as much as it would be great, because I'm looking at the good, the funny, and the bad that can come with this. And that is, let's look at the good and the funny. Okay. Like, okay, hey, wow, this is this AI, this is this program, and it's assuming or taking on this identity of this person that's famous or somebody that we loved or of that nature. And it's like, okay, here's what they would say, but here's the bad. It's not that person. And that's the hard thing, is that this is a system of numbers, ones and zeros, trying to copy a person that has done interviews and do its best to simulate as though that's its answer, but it's not that person. And that's the harsh thing. So there's the fun in this, but there's the danger in this. And I don't want to get too deep into this, but I think it's like, maybe, for World Wrestling, or obviously the WWEs might want to take advantage of this technology. Like, hey, here's this old school wrestler that you could talk to. But even then, I could see some problems with it. It's like, think about the family members that lost their, loved ones who are no longer here. Like, because it's not only Mr. Perfect that's gone, but there's a lot of wrestlers. And it's just sort of, it would be uncomfortable seeing a corporation use a dead person's image and be like, hey, I'm back. And it's like, no, you're not.
No, he's not.
Again, I could ramble on about artificial intelligence till the cows come home. I think this is funny, but I think it's important that, when we see more iterations of this come out, everyone don't get too attached. It's just ones and zeros, because there's people I would love to speak to, but at the end of the day, it's use it for fun, but there will be people who will get too emotionally attached to it. So that's just me. Okay, let's get to more lighter heart. Angel, Alex,
Angel,
take it away. Take it away, because I'll be ranting.
It was for AI. It was very well done. I mean, it sounded like that would be what Curt would say, most of it. But yeah, I mean, it was well done, and I mean, I use AI occasionally to edit videos, but I don't use it like that. So unfortunately,
this was just a fun thing. I just wanted to try.
Yeah, unfortunately,
cool.
once we open up that Pandora's box, there's no closing it, and it's going to take over our lives. But I digress, because it's not that show. So it was very well done. For AI at least. So
Alex.
So I definitely thought it was funny. But I'm still not a huge fan of AI. I still think it doesn't work for a lot of cases, like the photos and videos like we see, that it just turns out so poorly. The only thing I find AI really used for is for like the phones that are having it, like for magic eraser and fixing, sharpening images or whatever you want to call it. Those are
or maybe a real people, like images of real people.
Well, no, just
Just touching up photos.
Oh, touching up photos. Okay.
Yeah, it's good for that.
You don't want there. It's a lot. There are a lot of AI features that are very useful. Those are really like the only things I think AI is really useful for the phones. But other than that, I thought what you did was pretty funny. So yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to reach out and touch the real person, talk to the real person, though not a lot of people are up for Ouija boards.
Well,
so unless you
that's
want
something
to
else.
Here and say, I got it all from a Ouija board, people will be like, right, she needs a straitjacket. Okay. But I mean, that is something we could try later, maybe, if people are up for it. But I mean, the next best thing I think is AI. Again, it's sort of, I would hope that, it is very fun and lighthearted, but for Joe and Katie and Amy and Hank, who are his children. I would never do this out of malice, and I hope it maybe brought you some peace of mind that your dad is still all around and he will always be with us, always in our hearts, no matter what happens or what is said or what AI does or doesn't do. He's always in our hearts and in our minds. So, and like I said, I'm trying to be, like that because I am a witch, but but people will be like, yeah, she needs a straight jacket. If I said, oh, I got it from an Ouija board, that kind of thing. Anyway, so let's move on to the next item of the day. We're going to listen to Stevie Richards and James, I can't remember his last name, but they do a podcast together, and literally we're talking about the whole Ric Flair fiasco. And of course,
you're talking about that. You're talking about that British guy.
Yeah, the British guy.
I've seen some of their clips. Yeah, I forget his name too, though.
But you know what I miss about it?
The British guy.
No, I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, But here's the thing though about Ric Flair though. Like, look, and I know he's done his fair share of a lot of bullshit. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. All right, but a lot of
okay.
a lot of heinous things and everything else. And this is my problem. This is my problem. I am just sometimes I try and empathize too much with people, and I realize that sometimes people are just generally just evil or can be malicious or everything. And Ric Flair has lived a very interesting, some can argue beautiful life. He's had a lot given to him, and then there's a lot that he's thrown away. And he also has to deal with the loss of his son. And no parent should outlive their kid. Okay, that is something nobody should ever go through. I don't care who you are. And he's also gone through a lot of personal and emotional loss. It's just, and I don't want to say like his better days are far behind him, but it's rather sad seeing somebody who was once top of the walk go down this way. And it's important, like especially when we get to our older years, like how we're remembered. And I just think it's just going to be a sad ending for Ric Flair. And look, there's a lot of things he's done to people that's not right. It's just, I think for me, at looking outside, looking in, I would be embarrassed if this was me. And maybe
I would be embarrassed if this was my grandfather.
Yeah, it's because I don't want to say like I feel sorry for you, because I remember a coworker at work once said to me, this was when I was working at Costco back in the day, and I'll give you right back to you. But I said, man, I feel sorry. It was a celebrity we're talking about, and I said like I feel sorry for them, and it's like he stopped, he looked at me, and this was like he was like a real giant of a dude, all right, and he just stopped, he looked at me, and he said, they wouldn't feel sorry for you if you were in trouble. They wouldn't feel sorry for me. Don't ever feel sorry for them. No. Like, you'd be embarrassed if that was you. Yeah. That's what you want to say. And I'm like, I didn't think about that before. So, it's like,
it's true. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, this is how I know it's not that show, but I feel the same way about, Musk and Trump and, I'm going to have to take that out.
Yeah.
And they want to flag my channel. But, I know all those guys, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care if we are, deleted in a gutter somewhere.
Yeah.
All they care about is making that next dollar and making sure they hold down the people who are like us, the hardworking people. So, no, I sympathize with that guy. I mean, if this was my father and my grandfather, I would be very, very embarrassed. I would be like, I don't even want to associate with them, because that's just, it's horse crap, All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. What I miss about Stevie Richards' show is he would actually show moves. Now, I'm pretty sure he got heat for this because this is against kayfabe, but he would actually, he had some moves about, he showed how Curt did his knee lift, and he showed how Brett did his elbow from the second rope. I like those, but
I remember those videos, but I think YouTube had copyright issues, and he stopped doing it eventually. But yeah, those are great videos.
Copyright.
Kayfabe's pretty much dead anyway, so what difference does it make? I mean, I'm not really
Yeah, I
bothered
know.
by him breaking kayfabe and explaining how these moves are done.
I just thought maybe he got some heat from like WWE or whatever. I never imagined
Well,
it
it's
would be
copyright
copyright.
issues, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
He was.
All right. So here we go.
Hello, everybody. It's the
Oh,
Stevie
gotta
Rich
turn it up.
Show YouTube exclusive part 3. Once again, apologies. This isn't the best quality version of the videos that you may well expect from the Stevie Richard Show. We're sort of rushing all this out because there's a lot of news and we're not around for the rest of the week as well. So we're sort of doing everything recording in advance. We have to talk about Ric Flair and his... I've just written spouts nonsense on Twitter. So we'll deal with the first one first. In a now deleted tweet, Ric Flair said that the legendary commentator Jim Ross... and his cancer update and all that kind of thing was just seeking attention and he should focus on his recovery instead. Here is the quote. Jim Ross will always be Jim Ross, seeking attention. Focus on your recovery. And then he tags JRSBBQ in that as well.
I mean, what does he
Ric
think?
Flair, the day before, would later try and pass it off.
Ooh, Ric Flair.
He's
Yeah,
probably
but-
drunk.
Well, he wasn't.
Probably.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking. Either he was drunk or he wasn't thinking.
That's why. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, finish. Your
No,
show.
The thing is, and I said this to my man before we went on the air. You know, we were talking in my room on chat and X, or not X, but we were talking on text messages. I was saying, you know, see, the thing is, George Carlin could make a joke about cancer and make it funny. Ric Flair is not George Carlin.
Right.
And
Right.
I also think it's ironic that, you know, Ric
Yeah.
Flair has skin cancer now.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
if I can interrupt and look, for those of you who may not know me, there's a lot of people I've known in my life who have been impacted by cancer. I don't like any jokes, any political statements that's considered satirical about cancer. It's one of those lines that you don't cross with me. Yes, that's the thing. You know, people don't use the word triggered, but it is last year and this year. There's just too many people that I know. And the thing is with cancer, what it does to a person, what it does to a family or their loved ones, it's just one of those, like, you have to be a talented comedian to really make it funny with me. But you trying to make it into a joke, it's just like, really?
Yeah.
Like you got to be a special kind of comedian. That's because for the most part, it's like,
And George Carlin was that. I mean, he could.
Yeah,
take
no, George
SA.
Carlin was that. No, George Carlin was that
He could
kind
take
of guy.
SA,
Yeah.
and I know you guys know what SA is. He could
Yeah.
make a joke about that, and literally it would be funny. So, Ric Flair would no. I don't, and I don't care how drunk he was. What he did on that plane ride from hell was absolutely abhorred. I don't care if he was drunk off his ass.
I'm not excusing
not
his
something you do
behavior.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
excusing his behavior. I'm just saying that's
no.
probably what happened.
Yeah, he probably was drunk, and I understand that. Just like the Egyptian, it was probably all the Egyptians' fault. Angel. All right, more from this.
As a joke, but the thing is that it almost seems like this was a response to something that was released a few days ago that Jim Ross had said about Ric Flair. So here is the quote from that, where he's talking about who's Gary Juster. He worked for WCW, am I right?
Yeah, he worked for Gary Juster worked for WCW, but also I believe he worked in Ring of Honor with Cornette when Cornette was the booker. I believe it was Gary Juster.
Yeah, Gary Juster.
He's been
He
around
worked-
for a
he
while.
worked-
Production, generally, are we saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what, Angel?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Yeah, Gary Juster worked with Jim Cornette in Ring of Honor, so that's
Well,
what he's
and
talking about.
Here's going to be a fun part because he's going to bring up a story that Jim Ross was talking about on Twitter and how I guess Ric Flair lost his shit because of this story that Jim Ross was telling, but he wasn't trying to put down Ric Flair or anything. He just was saying about, you know, how Rick has been kind of wild in his youth, even in his youth when he was drunk.
Well, he
would
was.
do this kind of shit.
He was. Why is he?
So-
I don't get it.
He's a thin-skinned guy. That's all I can say. All right, more from this.
Absolutely.
Okay, then. So this is what Jim Ross said when recounting a story from back in the day. So they come from the arena. This is Ric Flair and a couple of the wrestlers. And Ric Flair's got his garment bag with him. Now, you know where this is going. He goes to the bathroom like anybody else would, or maybe drinking too.
Did you mention, just to cut you off for one quick second,
Yes.
Did you mention the context of this?
I'm sorry, I didn't. So
that
this
makes it even worse, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you have to put that fact in there.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. So this was Gary Juster's wife's birthday. So there weren't
Wife's
that many
birthday.
people there, and practically none of them were wrestling fans, wrestling people, didn't know anything about wrestling, or probably didn't even know Ric Flair.
Plus the fact that it's a woman's birthday party. Let's keep that in mind with what you're about to read,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, so basically goes in the bathroom. Jim Ross alleges that he was drinking in the bathroom, apparently. So Ric Flair throws down the drink. He comes back out. He's got a Thrasher towel. He's got knee-high socks, his alligator shoes, and a boner, and no underwear. And he's strutting around, flashing with his robe, of course. Here is his wife. This is Gary Juster's wife. Something that she had never encountered, but frankly, nobody encountered anything quite like this. But no, we've heard stories about Ric Flair doing this on planes and everywhere else, but this seems like really weird to do this.
Well, and the thing is, like, he's that kind of a drunk that he wants to get everybody else drunk and have a good time, but yet when he's drunk, whether he's drunk or sober, he wants everyone to see his fucking dick. What is with men when they get drunk? I mean, not all men, okay? But
Not all men. Hey, keep your pecker in your pants.
Hey, Rick, there's stories of Ric Flair getting drunk and stripping naked in a balcony and just whipping it around for everybody to see.
Yeah, like everyone doesn't want to see your dick, Rick. And this is literally a woman's who has nothing to do with wrestling. She doesn't even know who the fucking wrestlers are. She don't know nothing about wrestling. She just wants to have a nice birthday party, and he ruins it by literally getting naked and showing everyone his dick. He has done this all of his life. This is nothing new.
He doesn't know how to be a normal person. He's just Ric Flair.
Right, he doesn't know how to be his real name. I forgot his real name.
Better that John
Richard
Cena surpassed him in titles now.
Well, see, that I think that's dumb that his own daughter couldn't do it, but John Cena could. You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing.
Okay.
No, you're right. I think that, and he made some stupid snarky comment about that too on Twitter. Oh, I'm not going to let John Cena pass me as long as there's something I can do about it. I was like, Rick, you can't do dick about it. You can't do anything about it.
Like he was trying to create his own angle. He was trying to create his own angle, like he's gonna come back in WWE and screw Cena or something.
Right.
He's doing this on a party where nobody knows who he is.
I have no idea. I have no idea, except for the fact, much like I guess the ultimate deflection of this tweet, right? Basically saying that JR is an attention whore, seeking attention. But there's nobody in the world that is more of an attention whore than Ric Flair. And what I would say is, it's about his wife and her birthday. I need to be the center of attention. This is just my guess and my speculation. And speaking of alcohol, I would guess this tweet, the first one at least, has to do maybe with being connected to some alcohol consumption. This is a dude, I mean, come on. What are you doing? Even if you say a day later it's a joke,
No,
this guy's literally fighting for his life against cancer.
exactly.
Whether or not the surgery was a success, it goes into remission. Jim Ross has to worry about this coming back for the rest of his life.
Right.
Yep.
So, and you make a joke that he's only doing it to get attention, which I don't believe the initial tweet was a joke.
No, that's the thing.
It wasn't a joke.
Right. You know me, I've got a terribly dark sense of humor, as of you, that we don't really display on this show for obvious reasons. But the thing is that at no point did it come across like a joke whatsoever. It just came across as a complaint. I mean, there's jokes, and then there's just quite clear.
I'm sorry, because I think we'll need to rewind it. Because look, this is important. There are jokes, okay? So look, I want to just reiterate, because I said, like, hey, cancer is something that triggers me, because again, there's a lot of people I know, friends, family, and even people I just recently got to know what they're dealing with. And there are comedians who are talented at their craft at telling jokes, or any type of because there's dark humor. I like dark humor, and sometimes with dark humor, you're going into territories that's kind of like, ugh. And it's just, if you're not a comedian And if you're going to be making a statement, try and make it as a joke, it doesn't come off that way. And the thing is, Ric Flair, I mean, look, actions speak louder than words. Show of hands. When has there ever been a moment where Ric Flair didn't want to make it about himself? I mean, come on. He's been, you know, he has a history of doing that. And maybe he was drunk. Okay. I don't know. It's just like sometimes maybe it's best not to be on the social media. And this looks like one of those things because, you know, battling cancer is an emotional, personal thing. And, you know, I've seen people with cancer who even laugh at cancer jokes because the comedian's saying something to alleviate that kind of pain. Okay. But just doing it out there like that. It's just,
no, I mean, this really affects me too, Kit, because my grandmother, the one I actually met, the one I didn't meet, she passed from brain cancer. I never got to meet her because she passed when my dad was 12.
I'm so
So
sorry.
cancer runs in my family. My grandmother on my mom's side that I actually grew to love very much, she passed from colon cancer. So the exact thing that Jim Ross had successful surgery on, my grandmother passed away from. So yeah, that did hit me hard. And I can't tell you how angry I was saying the F-bomb every other thing, you know, F Ric Flair, and I hope he gets cancer too. Now that I say that, I actually regret that because now it did come over X that Ric Flair has skin cancer.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, I feel very guilty about saying that, but in the moment of anger, I had to let it out because yes, I've had most of my aunts, actually all of my aunts that have passed. I only have 2 aunts left out of 7, and they've all passed from cancer. You know, it's really hit my family hard. My dad could have cancer. My mom had a hysterectomy. She had cancer that was taken out, thankfully. So, I mean, there are things in our family, and everyone is affected by cancer. Everyone is affected. It's not just my family, not just Angel's family, not just Alex's family, and not just Kit's family. You know, everyone is sort of, you know, and of course there's no cure for it. And when my aunt in 2015 passed from it, she told me that chemo is $40,000 a pop.
God damn it.
You can't make, and that was 2015. We're now that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be more than tripled that.
You just gotta hope you get that emergency Medicaid, you know, like that disaster Medicaid where, you know, you don't make enough money. Because it's like disaster Medicaid or something of cancer or something like that.
We're all going to die.
I mean, yeah, when the rich, you know, delete about 90% of us, but I digress. Anyway,
Thanos.
That's how it's going to be, right? All right, more of this.
Clearly, him just whining about something that Jim Ross said that he didn't. Ric Flair did this with us.
The previous tweet. Do the previous tweet while we're talking about this maniac.
Okay, what happened?
He put a picture up of the sexual consent form or something.
That was the same day. We're going to talk about that in a minute. You hang on there. We're going to be talking about that in a minute. Don't you worry.
I missed this tweet.
Got to hang on to his boner? Or I just hang on to version?
No, that's where the
No, you don't want to do that.
But anyway, right. So like a year or two ago, when Shane Douglas and I were doing, I don't know if it was our podcast or it was just interviewing, and someone wrote in a question saying something about Ric Flair. You know, it's just he's getting himself into a sad state. And, you know, essentially ruining his legacy, which is fine. I think a lot of people might agree with that, quite frankly. Shane gave a very nuanced, which I know a lot of people don't like, nuanced answer, saying, yes, we fell out. I didn't think he was a very good boss. Here are my issues with him. That being said, it looks like he's going down, you know, continually going down the wrong rabbit hole with alcohol or blah, blah, whatever it might be. And Shane expressed genuine concern because it was like, he was my favorite as a kid. He's one of the reasons I got into wrestling.
I hated Ric Flair.
I wish no ill will on him. I hope he gets better, and I wish nothing but the best for him. Ric Flair,
Shane...
then, because I remember, because someone from...
Go ahead.
I'm just going to say Shane worked like Ric Flair. Or he tried to when he first started.
He idolized Ric Flair. So did Shawn Michaels. So did Triple H.
Triple H,
Yeah, I mean, he really idolized Ric Flair.
And you know what's really crazy, too, is that remember when Ric Flair was giving his speech, I think it was at a WWE ceremony, I entered the Hall of Fame. Like, Ric Flair, you know, he made this long-ass speech, and here's Triple H you know, he has to try and like tell him to rap it because then like, you know, I mean, he's now running the whole show. He's like, you know, because Rick was going through his whole career, and it's just like when you're doing a speech, like do a speech, but you're not doing a dissertation, you know?
Right.
Flair went like 90 minutes in his Hall of Fame speech or something like that.
This is when Shawn Michaels should have said, "I'm sorry, I hate you."
Really? Yeah, I mean, he really floored Triple H because Triple H had idolized him. Shane Douglas had idolized him. I know him and Curt were, you know, associated there in '93 and then again in '97 when he turned on Flair and the Four Horsemen. So I think even if Curt was here and watching his, you know, acquaintance or friend, you know, go through this, I think that even Curt would be ashamed, appalled, really.
Yeah.
You know. So, all right, more of this.
Someone sent me a preview video of it where Rick just talked about it, completely missed the point, and he was slurring on this podcast as well, Flair, and just talking about what a piece of crap
That was the one with
Shane
Mark
is.
Madden, correct?
No,
Madden.
No, he was with Conrad at this point.
Or the same era of that show that went from Mark to Conrad.
Yeah.
And I did see the clip from Shane because we talked about it, and I was like, that was about the kindest, most I would say caring, empathetic way of putting what Rick is doing and how it kind of hurt Shane as a lifelong fan of his work. That's the interpretation I got.
Yeah, but the thing is that, I mean, Ric Flair is the most thin-skinned wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Like, bar none. And anyone who mentions him, I mean, we'll probably hear about this, but anybody who mentions him, he has to go off on them. He did it with Dutch. He's done it with Shane on, you know, my shows personally. He's doing it with Jim Ross, you know, recounting a story of Ric Flair doing bizarre behavior. And the thing is, we're going to talk about more stuff, obviously, soon regarding Rick and the consent form thing. But it's like you can't just brush something like that off as a joke when it didn't read as a joke whatsoever. It just came across as you're potentially dying. Stop being an attention whore. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And we're going to talk about the previous tweet with whatever out of nowhere that was completely tone deaf. But I remember after the plane ride from hell, the infamous thing with
you were not on this, were you?
Harris
I
mentions a plane ride.
No, I
from
was
hell.
on the plane ride from hell.
And he was
Absolutely.
on the plane.
I didn't see any of that
Stevie
stuff
was.
going on. I saw the Brock and Curt thing happen and them slamming up against the exit door, Crash and myself were sitting to the right here, and the exit door was right there. And then the previous thing where Vince wanted to shoot with Kurt Angle in the aisleway up in first class. That all happened. But I want to say after all this, Rick stood in front of everybody at a talent meeting either right after that when we landed or the week after.
I just want to say something real fast. And if I remember correctly, it was Vince and Kurt Angle who wanted to scuffle in the alley or in the aisleway, the previous plane ride. So, but it was Curt Hennig that got the grief and literally lost his job because of it. This is still what pisses me off the most. You know, Ric Flair does SA on someone and gets away scot-free, doesn't go to fucking jail, allegedly, does SA, and doesn't go to jail, no repercussions because him and Vince are friends and buddy. And again,
they were business partners.
And they were business partners. You know what? I said this to my man, and he said, I don't think this is true. And it's probably not, but would anyone sitting here today be surprised if it came out on Jeffrey Epstein's list that Ric Flair was there?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
No.
Look, listen, when it comes down to Jeffrey Epstein, you know, that scumbag, everyone prepare yourself to see your favorite celebrity, whoever your idol, maybe be on that list, okay? Don't be shocked, okay? Just like how Washington, D.C. is a cesspool, Hollywood and the entire entertainment industry.
That's worse.
Too, okay?
Yeah.
So no, they're both the same. They're both the same. They're married together till death do their part. I don't want to know who the man or the lady is in the relationship, but they're both disgusting. Hollywood and DC are eternally disgusting. So no, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, again, that's just an opinion. I want to make sure it's again not making any allegations. That's just an opinion.
No, I said the same thing. It would not surprise me if that list came out tomorrow and Vince's name was on it, let alone Ric Flair's name was on it. So it does not surprise me at all.
Hogan.
Or Hogan. It would not
don't.
surprise me if Hogan was
It
on.
wouldn't surprise me, but at the same time, I don't know if they had time. These guys were on the road every single day working.
Well,
Trust
know
me,
when
if
it
there's a
had
will, there's a
time.
way. I'm just saying. I'm not.
They
knocking
killed
it.
themselves. That's why.
Oh yeah, they would delete themselves. Yes, they would self-delete. Yes.
I meant to kill themselves.
Oh, what you meant. But yeah, I'm still very pissed off that the effects of all that stuff. I mean, literally, Kurt got blamed for what Flair did. Flair got no repercussions, nothing. He was still able to wrestle, still able to be in the WWE. And Kurt, well, sorry, Curt Hennig, nice to see you. Bye-bye. Go fuck yourselves. I mean, literally, this is why Kurt did a downward spiral and why he self-deleted. It's because it went back to fucking Ric Flair always. Always Ric Flair.
Also, don't forget that Ric Flair likes nature and boys.
And boys.
Well, hey.
That's a Stone Cold thing. That's a Stone Cold thing. All right, I have more of this.
It wasn't long after the incident to say he has a problem, he has an addiction, he's going to get help, he's going to get better.
Help, right.
And I don't think any of that happened. I think he obviously was forced to make that apology at the talent meeting, and he was very emotional, as Rick tends to get. He was teary-eyed, and it looked like he was very sincere about that. And after that, he was on his best behavior for just a little while. I don't know how long, but obviously he just goes right back to it. And maybe he's just the best worker in the business, and he fakes the tears, and he acts like he has some sort of contrition. But I don't know how long ago this was, but this mirrors the exact thing from the plane ride from hell.
Or two.
The Gary Juster's wife's birthday party.
Oh,
and I think it is the ultimate attention seeking that you just can't peel back and let a woman enjoy her birthday party, which, by the way, cannot be understated. These are civilians. These are not wrestling people. Gary Juster, even being in wrestling, is a production person. May have never been exposed to anything like this in his life.
Exposed is the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the word.
That's the operative word.
You got to bring up the previous tweet, which I didn't even know was the same exact
I didn't know about this until they mentioned
Is this dude on another bender and then he just tweets? I tell you right now, Rick, just based on my experience over the past 9 to 12 months being off social media, it's the best feeling in the world.
I bet it is, yeah.
I suggest you try it.
Right. This wasn't just written. This was a Photoshop certificate, and I doubt he made it. So someone probably made it for him, then he thought it was funny and posted it. But the thing is once again, you say tone deaf. So shortly beforehand, he also posted a mock contract called the Woo Compromise. Ironic, since Flair has found himself in some compromising positions over the years, I think you'll agree. Well done. By signing this compromise, both parties involved agreed to ride Space Mountain and engage in sexual relations on this night. This contract adheres to guidelines of informed consent, and both people in the relationship must be present and not in an intoxicated state before signing. No party should be pressured or persuaded into something that they do not want to do, and they reserve the right to terminate the contract if need be. This contract has the signed and sealed approval of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who has taken many women for a ride on Space Mountain and has the utmost respect for women. Now, that's all well and good and amusing and stuff like that.
No, he doesn't. And that's why I don't care if Ric Flair thought this was fucking funny. When you have allegations against you of SA, guess what, buddy? This is not what you tweet. Again, you are not George Carlin. George Carlin could make SA funny. You are not George Carlin.
Well, not to mention, too, again, something that we should have just said early on. Ric Flair does have a track record even long before the internet became a thing. There's always been that track record, word of mouth, on the radio, on the record player, on the smoke signal, the telegram, all that kind of stuff. Okay?
Shut up, Grandpa. Get you on your beds.
I wouldn't be surprised if he banged Mae Young.
God.
What's wrong with you?
It's bad enough she did an angle where she gave birth to a hand. Now, come on.
Yeah, that was
See? I mean, it's just.
And then Bubba Ray Dudley powerbombed her on the backstage.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, it's
you know what happened after he did that, though?
No,
after
did he get
Bubba Ray
fired?
powerbombed Mae Young through that table or through the tables.
No.
May I believe she farted right afterwards, and I think that's what Bubba Ray Dudley explained in an interview.
Oh God! No, I didn't know she did that. I mean,
I'm
she's
surprised
old,
none of
right?
you even knew that before.
No, unless I don't really watch Bubba Dudley, or I don't know his real name, but I really don't watch him. I saw him on a podcast. He was talking about something, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. So we're going to watch a little bit more of this, and then we're going to go into Curt. This is a classic oldie but goodie. I did just audio of this, but we're actually going to watch Curt's face turn. So. All right, so a little bit more of this.
So it's a perfect face
Ric
turn.
Flair hadn't had
It's a perfect face turn, yes.
number of allegations put to him that sort of flies in the face of this joke certificate form contract kind of thing.
There's only one question I have about this one and the JR one. Why? Like, what is possessing you? The JR one, I kind of understand because he's a response. He cannot, like you said, he cannot just say, well, this person said this, fine, F them, whatever. He has to respond. Even Shawn Michaels. I remember I said it before. He stood in front of some TV or something. It was weird lighting in like a living room or, like a man cave. And he's talking like, Shawn Michaels, you think you're a Christian. You claim to be, like, he's burying the guy who idolized him. And he even had things to say about Triple H at one point, right? Who also idolized him. Shane Douglas was a fan of his. I'm telling you right now, and I told you the other day, or the other episode about the Ricky Steamboat agent clip. I watch Flair versus Steamboat matches whenever they come up in my feed on YouTube. Ric Flair is a lot of fun to watch. Ric Flair, but I'm telling you right now, every time this happens and I see a Ric Flair match or something wrestling wise, even when I was a fan of it way back in the day, I bypass it because I'm like, I just can't stomach the look at this guy sometimes.
With Rick as well, I mean, Arn Anderson used to be his best.
Yeah, Arn Anderson used to be his best friend, and they had a falling out. Give you two guesses, and the first two don't count about what it was. Anyone want to take a guess?
Enlighten us.
They had a falling out about money. Rick owed him money, and he said, Arn Anderson, don't ever think about me paying you back because I'm not paying you back.
It's money.
It's always about money. If it's not about women, it's about money.
I was doing a Ted DiBiase impression.
Oh, everybody's got a price. Actually, Ted is he was a little bit beyond his years because he is correct on the political scale that everyone has a price. He's correct on that. Okay, so thoughts. We'll start with you, Angel, since we started with Kit first. What did you think about all that?
I mean, Ric Flair just needs. I mean, he needs to get off social media. I mean, he needs help or with his drinking issue or whatever. Because I guarantee you, even if he has skin cancer now and he has to, stop, he'll continue to drink no matter because it's what he does. I mean, I'm surprised he has a liver. I mean, he's lucky to have a liver. He has a history of this stuff. I mean. This is probably why Vince liked him so much. They're very similar, which is why Vince, always respected him and gave him what he wanted and let him do whatever he wanted pretty much.
Well, Vince has a drinking problem or did. I don't know if he still does. Does anyone know if he's still drinking? I mean, I guess he is because he wants to make that 14 and I or 14 and 1 or something. 14 and I.
He started a new business.
Yeah, he started a new business called 14 and I, and it has something to do with the fact that the business was actually not in New York, but it was in somewhere else, another state, and he wanted to remember his father that way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think probably if Ric Flair's still on the sauce, so is Vince McMahon at this point. And I hate to say that because I mean I have no love lost for Vince McMahon. I don't like the guy because he literally blamed Curt Hennig for everything that happened on that plane ride from hell. He literally got rid of Curt. That's it. And he blamed Curt for what Flair did.
Unfortunately, by 2002, Vince saw Curt as just one of his job guys, and like, oh, let's get rid of him, and we have a job guy who's like making $50,000
He was the
a year.
scapegoat.
Like,
Exactly.
doesn't
Kurt was
matter.
the scapegoat.
I'm sure Vince McMahon would fail another lie detector test.
Oh, he
Like that one.
he failed them all.
And-
I am no pervert.
I
Yeah,
am not on the Epstein list.
Yeah. The lie detector test proven that was a lie.
Said, oh, guess what? Me too, brother.
I would be surprised. All right.
But,
So
my reaction, I don't think WWE should allow Ric Flair to appear
I'll be right back.
again after.
and he just did an appearance, I think. I forget what for, but he did an appearance for WWE. He even made an appearance on AEW, which he's still contracted under AEW. I
just
forget what
think-
he did though
I think
after
it's gonna be
WWE.
the same way how when Hulk Hogan made a return, they booed Hogan. I think they would boo Ric Flair again after his recent, troubles.
Yep.
So, it wouldn't be a good look. So,
And Kit.
All right, how to unpack Ric Flair, his legacy? Is that what we're talking about? Just overall, just what he's doing, what he's saying now. I mean,
What did you think of that clip? I mean,
yeah. Well, okay. I mean,
your
like, look,
thoughts on that clip.
first of all, I mean, the two gentlemen, phenomenal breakdown. I mean, this is let's be clear. Let's wrap it up here. First of all, this is a sad end to what was a glorious career. And the thing is, in life, no one can do yourself like you can do. No one can do you in like you could do yourself in. That's what my grandpa used to say. May he rest in peace. I think all the clips were on point. I think the conversation was on point. I think in many ways, I have a little bit of an anger and disappointment to Ric Flair because I don't think he understands what he meant to people like Shane or Triple H or anybody else. I don't think he knew just his charisma, but I think what people fell for was the character. But when they got to know the man, they got to know, in my opinion, in my analysis, the monster. And that, look, none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect, right?
Mr. Perfect is.
Mr. Perfect is, right? But what was Ric Flair, though, is that he cannot undo the harm and hurt that he has done. Like, the damage is done. There might have been an opportunity in which he could realize, hey, guys, I was such a piece of shite. I did this and did that. Can you ever in your lives forgive me? But I think that door is closed. And, all what I can say is that you are a man who had everything, and now you have nothing. Mm-hmm. And people will only remember you of your negativity and what you did not contribute. And that is the legacy of Ric Flair. It is sad, loneliness, pain. And at any point in time, he could have chosen to stop it and live what I like to call maybe a beautiful life. Mm-hmm. But he didn't.
All right. Well, on a happier note, we're going to go to the face turn. Now, again, I did this way back in the, younger years of, so this will be a repeat of one of the episodes that I did. I might insert some clips. I don't know yet if I'm going to do that or not, but here we go. It is Curt's face turn. This is Survivor Series, right before Survivor Series, 1992. Alex was a baby. Sorry. I meant to say Angel and I were 6 years old. We were just about to be 7. So in 93, I would have been 7 in April. Angel
something like that. Yeah, me too.
In August. Oh, gosh, shut up. Old man Kit here.
Hey, I'm 40. Leave me alone.
You would have been 7 already.
Yes.
And so here is Mr. Perfect's face turn.
McMahon along with Hillbilly Jim, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bobby and Mr. Perfect, and yes, there were rumors just yesterday that the Ultimate Warrior would not be at Survivor Series. He would not team up with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and unfortunately, we can confirm that that is correct. The Macho Man Randy Savage must now choose a new tag team partner for the Survivor Series here at the 11th hour. With that in mind, we bring to you now, from Sarasota, Florida, courtesy of our studios in WJZY. Here is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage, Jack Tunney, president of the WWF, has given you 24 hours to select a tag team partner. Here at the 11th hour, unquestionably, there's a big payday for whomever it is you select. Nonetheless, I think you're going to have to be very, very choosy as to whom you select.
Can't be too choosy.
When you got 24 hours.
That right there. World's been spinning around, Bobby Heenan. You've been in a wind tunnel, but I'm no stranger to the rain. Not even blinking because I got a name. I like to, go on the table right there on prime time, yeah. And this is a word that's not synonymous with the name that I'm going to give you, and that's trust. Dig it? I'm talking about effective.
Well, just who, excuse me one moment, but I'm sure, Randy Savage, you've given us a great deal of thought, and Bobby Heenan, I know you and Mr. Perfect have also, since hearing the news, have given this a great deal of consideration.
Why don't you call Barbara Bush to see if George can come out and play? He doesn't have a job.
Brother, but this is a survivor. Understand that?
Because I believe Clinton just took
How
office.
are you going to put anything together with anybody in 24 hours? I mean, how are you going to have any tag team work done?
At some time in your life, you got to take a chance, and I've been one to do that on occasions, yeah. Not everything in life is just right down that 4-lane highway, dig? So I've got a guy, I've got a guy I'd like to find out if he's got the guts to be my tag team partner. Possibly he doesn't.
Well, now, who would you select? I mean, obviously someone who I would think would complement your style, Macho Man.
Bottom line, I don't know if he compliments it or not, because I personally don't even like the guy.
I like him.
In fact, I've
That's somebody he don't like to be his partner.
Trust your instincts. Would you please? Let's listen to the man, all right?
Like I say, sometimes you got to take a chance. And this is a gut check for this guy, because I've never even wrestled him. He doesn't know if he can beat me or I can beat him.
Does he know you? Does he know your opponents?
Does he know my opponents? Well,
Is he bigger than a bread box?
Or sitting right next to you.
Let me tell you something that's even cuter. He knows my opponents way better than I do, and that's an advantage right there, yeah. Did that sink in, Bobby the Brain? You're supposed to be so intelligent.
Why don't you loosen your hat? You're not making any sense to me, pal.
All right, Randy Savage, yes,
I make dollars and cents for my tag team partner if he wants to accept. Go ahead, Mr. McMahon. What do you want to
Just whom have you selected?
All right, you ready for this? Yeah. Big gut check, yeah. Possibly this guy could be the perfect tag team partner for me to go against Razor Ramon and Ric Flair. A bunch of intelligent Confuciuses around the table there. Nobody's got nothing kicked in.
You don't mean... Who do you mean?
Read between the lines.
Oh, man. Do you mean that perfect tag team? Do you mean Randy
Kurt's
Savage?
like, what?
What do you mean? Spell it out. Come on.
Spell it out.
Fill it out. Me?
It's Mr. Perfect.
No.
Hey, get the smile off your face, brother. Get the smile off your face. I'm serious.
Well, no, you do make sense, Savage. I'll tell you why you make sense. This man knows more about Ric Flair personally. He knows more about him in the ring. He knows everything there is
I'm sure
about
he
Ric
knows
Flair.
more
Perfect,
about
he can't
Ric
even talk right now because he's nervous, because he knows that you can do the thing.
Well, you guided him to the championship twice. Of course you'd want him.
Mr. Perfect, they've been holding you back. You were...
Sure.
Hey, listen,
And Ric Flair was one of them.
wrestling ability, even though I don't like you. I think that you were one of the greatest in the World Wrestling Federation that ever was. Did you hear me? I'm complimenting
Greatest
you.
wrestler ever.
Macho. Think about what you're saying, brother. Think about it.
I thought about it. I thought about it for 24 hours, night and day, yeah. That's okay. You can refuse me right now. And then it makes me look a little bit bad. That's okay. That's cool because surviving is the key right here. If you haven't got what it takes, Mr. Perfect, just tell the whole zillions of people all around the world that you can't handle what I'm...
Well, nonetheless, Macho Man, I admire your choice. And, he knows he's under contract. You'd have to take a chance. But
Contracts can be broken.
hey, it makes sense to me that if anyone knew Ric Flair better than he does, it's got to be Mr. Perfect.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Just what I said. Oh, yeah.
Okay, just because he hasn't wrestled doesn't mean he forgot the guys.
Oh, of course I would. I mean, who knows Ric Flair better? That's the natural thing to select.
Gut check,
But you've
Mr.
only got
Perfect.
24 hours. Strike one against you, pal.
What was that?
All right, so I just want to say really quickly, and then I promise we will keep going with this. Show of hands, who would like to be on Kurt's lap? Okay, just mine. All right.
Hey, wait. There's something we have to acknowledge.
Yes.
On May 2021, 2011.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. In May, on May 21st, 2011, there was this group of people who thought the world was going to end on May 21st,
no.
2011. Macho Man Randy Savage died May 20th, 2011.
Ugh.
Thank you, Macho Man, for taking the bullet for us.
Knew you were going to say that, kid.
You saved us. You saved us, my friend. And for that, we love you. Never forget. Thank you, Macho Man. Thank you, Macho Man Randy
I
Savage.
knew you were going to say that, kid.
Yeah,
Every chance
hey,
you get.
he took the bullet for us. We could all been dead and raptured.
Actually, he had a heart attack, a severe one, and had a major car crash, which his new wife was also injured in critically, but not. It wasn't lethal to her; it was to him. So I knew he was going to do that. All right,
but in the afterlife, he took on the 4 horsemen. There you go. He took on the 4 horsemen and saved us. So thank you.
There you go.
If you tell me, is that strike one?
How about getting a little midget that yells, the plane, boss, same thing. Well, in any event, right now, let's take you to tag team action. We will follow this story as we proceed here on Prime Time. Let's take you to tag team action with high energy squaring off against the Beverly Brothers.
Think about it.
Stay with us, Macho Man. Max Moon continues his winning ways here in the WWF, and during these last several matches in the breaks, we've had a pretty interesting discussion about Macho Man's proposal. It seems to me that he might be making out
of the frying pan into the fire.
A little bit of sense. I don't know. Why don't you make it a 6-man tag, and I'll team up with Perfect, and he can have 2 managers as his partner.
Well, he does have the right idea that nobody knows.
I'm a wrestler.
I'm a wrestler.
You're fired.
On here.
Long distance, excuse me, please, for Mr. Perfect.
Hello.
Say hello to Rick for me.
Hello.
Long distance.
Bobby thinks it's Flair.
Are you crazy?
You don't ask someone that. They could be.
Well, I'm very flattered.
By the way, we will have Ric Flair and Razor Ramon.
Right here now, wait a minute.
That's not
Here
Ric
with
Flair.
us a little bit later on.
Tell me. Interested to see what they have.
Bobby, shut up.
Absolutely, no question.
Bobby, be quiet.
Tell him Savage has less than 24 hours. Wait, tell him Savage got less than 24 hours.
It's not Flair.
Well, standing by right now, since our illustrious colleagues are busy on the phone, let's take you now, and I'll think about it. All right, all the way throughout this event center, Sean, and I must say, you know, we were discussing this before.
I'll call him later.
Isn't this making a little sense to you
What's
guys or not?
Flair?
Starting to fall together a little bit
Had to be
because nobody
Savage.
knows Flair or Ramon is probably as well as Perfect.
Only downside is that he ain't been in the ring in a while, and I'm worried about that with the
Again,
Macho
just
Man.
because he ain't
Well,
been
wait
in
a
the
minute,
ring
though. It
doesn't mean
seems to
he
me
forgot
that
the moves.
I know that you probably aren't giving this
Second
any serious
generation, guys.
consideration, but you might
He can
want to think
wrestle in his
about
sleep.
the fact, Mr. Perfect, that from the way I see it, and we were discussing before, it seems that Bobby Heenan has done a masterful job of, well, keeping you on the sideline, if you know what I mean. I mean, here you've got Razor Ramon, you know, you've got Ric Flair, 2 of the great superstars in the W. Does it make a little sense to you
Kurt's like,
guys that Bobby would not want Mr. Perfect competing with those 2?
That's true.
Well, doesn't it make a little sense? I mean,
Makes sense.
Ric Flair's a
true.
glory hound. Give me a break. Well, I he mean, does have an ego, yes, I'll give you that. And Razor Ramon is one big, good-looking movie star-like dude. You have to give credit for that.
Trying to keep Mr. Perfect out of the
Wouldn't it make some sense, though? I'm
I
not
was
saying
not
you are, but wouldn't it make
attracted
some
to
sense
Scott
that you would do that? You would.
Pal. Do what?
Which?
Keep you out of action? You're a great broadcaster.
Yeah, you're a
You're
great
a
broadcaster.
broadcaster.
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Then you also do Superstars with McMahon.
And I'm still the
And you're in
greatest wrestler.
Well, of course you're the greatest wrestler. You're perfect.
you're great.
We know that.
Well, why is he not wrestling then?
Yeah,
He's
what's
a
not
manager.
wrestling
He's just, I mean, he's not just a manager.
He's
but he
Oh,
does.
just a
Well, I didn't mean that. He's
Yeah,
an
it was his
executive
back.
consultant. You wouldn't even know that. There is no consultant for you if you dumb hick. But this man,
Oh.
he's the one that guided Ric Flair to the top. He's the one that's walked him through that door
excuse me.
twice.
Whoa.
You know, right in front of this man, you're saying that this is the second time you said he's the man who guided Ric Flair. Right.
Bobby Heenan, that is bull compared to what you normally say. You take the credit.
Oh,
you
no,
public
no.
have stated before
I know I
that it
haven't.
was you who guided Ric Flair,
right.
and Perfect had nothing to do with it.
No, I
you
would
said that. You said that.
No. See, I was the one that said I selected you. I mentioned your name when I was managing you. And you were Intercontinental Champion. Then when Flair came into the WWE, I told him, here's the guy you got to have. Here's the guy you got to have, Mr. Perfect.
No, here's the guy. Here's the guy that could compete with you, Ric Flair. Therefore, hey, let's make a deal. Pay him off, probably, and have him as an executive consultant. Give him a big fancy name. Come back to more WWF Prime Time. Vince McMahon here along with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hillbilly Jim, Mr. Perfect, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and you know, we were talking, this is seeming to, as outlandish as the original proposal from the Macho Man seemed, this is starting to make a little sense.
He's going to roll his eyes again.
The pieces of the puzzle starting to come together. At first, it sounded like a wild idea, but now you step back and take a look at it.
Yeah. I know what Savage is doing.
I love this. They do that
Savage
for
is
effect.
trying to throw us off
right
track.
on Kurt's face.
He's got his partner selected already, probably signed, sealed, and delivered.
For dramatic
He
effect.
wants to say that it's going to be perfect, knowing Perfect hasn't been in the ring in over a year. And
irrelevant.
Just cause a little
That's
dissension
irrelevant
amongst you
information.
guys.
That's what he wants to
There's
do.
been dissension amongst you guys for a while.
Maybe he wants to
because he's
survive, and that's the
out
best way to
for
survive with that man right there. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, but you come up with somebody better than picking Perfect, though. I mean, if you're going to try to stop it.
I don't know about that. Standing by right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you courtesy of our studios, rather in Charlotte, North Carolina. Standing by Ric Flair, Razor Ramon, WWF presenting these two gentlemen. You've been perhaps listening on to this broadcast thus far, and your reaction to the Macho Man Randy Savage naming Mr. Perfect as potentially his tag team partner at Survivor Series.
Okay, McMahon, we heard what Savage said.
Okay,
Perfect. Forget about him, man. He loco.
Oh,
You work for us,
accent,
man. You had a great reputation,
Come on, man.
I understand he used to be somebody, huh, Rick? But
They
now,
just called him a hat.
you work for us, man. We pay you good. You do what we tell you, right, man?
You don't
it
pay him at
makes
all.
for great copy. Some people will go at no length to create an entertainment environment. Hillbilly Jim, Duggan, McMahon, the reason you guys are behind the table is because you find things like this humorous. The greatest...
No, we find it very sad that you would take the greatest professional wrestler ever to live and put it behind a desk. All right. Sorry. My opinions.
Unit in wrestling today is Perfect and Flair. I do the wrestling, he does the consulting. That's why we are
look at Kurt's
success
face.
personified. Right, Bobby?
You're right, Rick. And I didn't get a chance to talk to you a minute ago when you called, but I want to talk to you after the program. I got something very important to tell you.
That wasn't me that called.
I didn't call him.
The Macho Man Randy Savage is going to make a call, and I disagree with you. I don't think he's bluffing. I don't think he's making this up. And gentlemen,
Who was on the phone?
I think you should take
Nobody
very
cares.
seriously
Shut up.
this consideration, and I think Mr. Perfect should take very seriously this consideration. I mean, Mr.
More
Flair,
dramatic effect.
it has been suggested that Mr. Perfect, well, either you have been living in his shadow or he's been living in your shadow, and I don't know how you feel about that, but it has been said
why
before.
don't you keep trying to stir it up? We walked down that aisle together, me in front, him behind me. That's the way the unit goes. That's the way we coexist. I'm the wrestler. No question. Ask him. Who's the greatest wrestler alive today, Perfect?
Mr. Perfect's the greatest wrestler to ever live. Flair, go suck a dick.
I'll be back.
But I just want to, I just want to say something real quick that I guess Ric Flair's never heard the expression "behind every great man, there's a woman," right?
Yeah.
Kurt's not a woman. Kurt's not a woman.
Let's clarify this right now. Get it on the table. Savage, if you're listening, let's get this over with. We got to prepare for Survivor Series. We don't need any more from Savage. He's run out of time, and he's run out of hopes.
So Ric Flair, hold on. This is Hillbilly Jim here. Are
It's
you
Hillbilly
saying,
Jim.
if I'm not mistaken, that Mr. Perfect is just the manager? That's all he can do
I'm
anymore?
saying that he works for me.
He's a great manager,
No, he don't work for
man.
you.
He's a great manager.
Executive
He's with us,
consultant.
man. He
It's the
wanted
same
to
thing.
back
It's glorified
you.
Us, man.
He's with us.
Yeah, Perfect.
Hey,
say,
man.
you ain't saying nothing. What do you got to say about this? Are you just a manager? Are you not a great
No,
wrestler
he's a
anymore?
wrestler.
And
wrong with you, Hillbilly
Well, I'm asking you a question.
that's a good question. Is Ric Flair, in your estimation, a better wrestler than you? Just answer the question, yes or no.
No.
All right, okay, fine.
Second
Mr.
generation.
Flair, you heard
Flair's
that.
not second generation.
Red Diamond, right now, this is getting out
What
of
you
hand.
thinking about?
I'm in control here. I can see what you're trying to do. I know what Savage is trying to do. He's gonna, whoever his partner is gonna be, he wants us all to be at each other's throats. It's not gonna work.
I
He
handle the
rolls his eyes
money.
again. Watch Curt.
You go down the aisle behind him, Flair and
Rolls his
Ramon, you get in the
eyes.
ring and do a number on him.
Always behind, always in the shadow, always
Hey,
in the footsteps. Come on,
Okay, you
raise
can
it.
walk in front. What's the big deal?
Behind every great man, there's a
Yeah.
woman. Kurt's not a
Wasn't
woman.
that important? Who walks in front or back?
Yes, it is.
Clarify it for him. Come on.
Tell him, man.
Come on, clarify.
Tell him, man.
Yeah, come on.
We got
tell
things
him,
to do.
man.
Are you a better wrestler, Mr. Perfect, in your estimation, than Razor Ramon?
Duh.
No way.
Yes or no?
No way.
Yes.
Second
Got pride in
generation.
himself, nothing wrong with that.
I'm the greatest wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation.
Greatest wrestler ever lived.
We have a difference of opinion with that in mind.
Wait a minute,
such an easy accent.
I
I'm so
understand
sorry,
you used to
Angel.
be
Such a
somebody,
cheesy
man.
accent.
You got a great rep, man.
it.
On the street, you got a
He
great
can think.
reputation. But you're all through,
You're all
man.
through, man.
You're an announcer, man. You're a manager,
Cheesy.
man.
What do
you mean
Learn to
used
live
to
with
be?
it, Chico.
What do you mean all
You
through?
work for us, man.
Let's go to something.
He said he was a has-been.
Yeah, basically saying that.
Spectacular action now involving a relative newcomer in the WWF, Lance Cassidy. We will continue to... Welcome back to more WWF Prime Time. Continuing our discussion here in the proposal by the Macho Man Randy Savage. And you know, when you think about it, what an unbelievable opportunity this will be for someone. Because, I mean, you're talking about a tremendous payday here.
Exactly.
And an opportunity right back, right on top, right in the limelight. And I've got to think, Mr. Perfect, that I've got to think you're seriously considering this because, I mean, monetarily, you are a professional, are you not?
I'm definitely a professional.
You consider yourself to be the greatest wrestler of all time, I would suggest.
Greatest
I
wrestler
don't think
ever
there's any
lived.
doubt in anybody's mind about that.
I see. But surely there isn't. Here.
No, there isn't.
Oh, but Ric Flair just said he was the greatest wrestler of all
Well,
time.
he's got pride in himself. He's got pride in himself. So what? Ric Flair's an active wrestler.
And
Two
Kurt
times
should be an
WWF
active
champion.
wrestler.
Would you blame anyone for seizing this opportunity? Forget about Mr. Perfect right now. Hypothetically. I mean, you're talking about a tremendous payday.
Right.
And after all, we are professionals, right?
Right.
So you can't blame Mr. Perfect if he chose to come into the ring and team up with the Macho Man Randy Savage for this one. You can't blame him
There's
for that.
something you don't know about. That's called loyalty in the heart. They could offer you
doesn't owe you
$20 million a day. He's not going no place.
How about
Trust me, I
respect?
would.
You're not giving this man the respect that's due him.
That's true. They are
You're
not
saying
giving
he's just
Mr.
the
Perfect the
manager.
respect he
Razor
is
Ramon
due.
said he was a has-been.
And living in the shadow of Ric Flair, walking in the
No,
shoes.
I mean,
No.
he's not
walks in no
walking.
man's
He's got his own
He
shadow.
can't take it no more.
We understand.
feel like has your viewpoint changed?
I walk in no man's shadow, first of all.
Right.
You're right.
Okay.
And guys, as
you're
long
right.
as he
Let's
can
set
dance,
that.
he can't dance no more. That's
See what
right.
they're doing to us?
Jim Cornette.
The only reason we work
falling
is
apart
because
here.
we all have our jobs. Flair gets in the ring and does his. You do all the consulting. I handle the money. We all have to take orders.
No,
Don't you
we
understand?
don't take
that?
orders. We're not
Don't
military.
follow
Orders,
orders.
keeping this man on the shelf, keeping him out of competition,
This is not
knowing that he's going to
military
compete with Ramon, knowing that he's going to compete rather with Ric Flair. Come on, Bobby Heenan. You know what you've been doing to this
I
man.
haven't been doing anything. Then
You certainly
you think
have.
I want him to get in that ring and get
Hey,
killed?
look at all the
He's not
paydays
90
he
years
would
old.
not
Well,
give.
I mean,
You mean you don't think he's competent?
well, he
enough
hasn't been in the
ring?
ring in how long?
That is
He's a
irrelevant.
great athlete. He's perfect.
Again,
but you can't
irrelevant.
get in the ring.
You're saying he was a great athlete.
No,
Is he
you
not?
is.
Wait a
You
second.
is a great.
Yeah,
I mean,
is that what you're saying?
Whoa.
Arby,
What are you saying? He,
Arby, we're not talking about sandwiches.
No.
We're talking about Mr. Perfect.
no, he be. Wait a minute. Stop. Stop. Give me some water. What I want to get to is that man is a perfect.
Well, he's not going to pass up an opportunity like this if he's perfect.
There's no reason for him to get in the ring.
Yes,
He's
wrestlers
perfect.
wrestle in a wrestling
He can
ring.
make a lot more money.
I
They
can
are
give you
wrestlers.
whatever you want. You don't have to get in that ring. Don't say
Excuse me, all right, let me just ask you this. All right, let's get to the bottom.
God.
Mr. Perfect, are you afraid? Are you afraid of Ric Flair? Are you
What?
afraid of Razor Ramon? Are you afraid
Hell
of the Macho
no.
Man Randy Savage? Are you afraid of this
I'm not afraid of
opportunity?
any man. As
Exactly.
far as it goes for Bobby saying, I haven't been in the ring in so long, that doesn't mean that I can't walk in that ring tomorrow and perform perfectly.
He said you was a has-been.
I did not. You're the
I rest my case.
No. Now to
No.
the
You
floor.
said that.
The big boss man squaring up against the model,
You shut
Rick
up,
Martel. Razor Ramon continues his winning ways here in the World Wrestling Federation. Razor Ramon, par excellence in terms of his skills in the squared circle. And, of course, the Razor at the Survivor Series is teaming up with Ric Flair, squaring off against the Macho Man Randy Savage and Well, we don't know. But
don't know
speaking of the
yet.
Macho Man Randy
Kurt
Savage,
smiles.
let's take you back to Sarasota, Florida. All right, Macho Man, your assessment of what has transpired
Yeah.
thus far tonight on Prime Time.
I'm in a confusion right now because I don't know if I made the right decision or the wrong decision to throw it on the lap of Mr. Perfect like that. Maybe the pressure, I don't even know. But, you know, Bobby the Brain Heenan and the ruthless Razor Ramon. Maybe Razor Ramon kind of scares Mr. Perfect. I don't know. And maybe it's a little bit cold in the shadow of
Mr.
Ric
Perfect fears
Flair.
nobody.
Mr. Perfect, is that true or not? I don't know. I gave you a chance to get into the spotlight with the Macho Man Randy Savage, but perhaps all the above is true, but perhaps also Bobby the Brain Heenan's got you under his thumb, so to speak. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is something you got to ask yourself. Look in the mirror, Mr. Perfect. What do you see? You know what I think I see? I think I see that you are a little bit afraid of the whole situation, yeah. And maybe you even got the guts to be the Macho Man's tag team partner in the Survivor Series.
Savage, you shut up right there. First of all, I've never cared for you in the first place. And second of all, Razor Ramon or Ric Flair, I'm not afraid of either one. In fact, I could wrestle all three of you guys in one night by myself.
I like that attitude. Except for one thing. You know, I don't like that attitude. You know, but that was the attitude that I was hoping for. But I still don't think you have what it takes to be my tag team partner in the Survivor Series. Now, listen to me right now. If you want to give it consideration, please do. You know what I mean? Just keep it there. And if you've got the guts, then accept the challenge.
What about it? Come on, Mr. Perfect. Do you have the guts or not? Are you going to consider this proposal?
It's time now.
Are you going to consider it?
I'll consider it.
You're a what?
I'll consider it.
Consider? No, you're not going to consider anything.
Tell me what I'm going to consider and I'm not going to consider.
You're not going to sit down for a minute. You're not going to
tell me to sit down
You're not
either.
going to consider anything. There's nothing to consider.
All I'm going to do is consider it. There's a lot of money at stake.
I got money.
I'm not afraid of any man. I'm not afraid of anybody.
Not going to consider nothing. There's nothing to consider.
We're back with more WWF Prime Time. And Mr. Perfect, taking into consideration the proposal by the Macho Man Randy Savage. With that in mind, let's take you back to Sarasota and Charlotte, respectively. Macho Man Randy Savage, along with Ric Flair, Razor Ramon. And gentlemen, you and Charlotte can't be happy about any of this whatsoever.
You're perfect. Óyeme, chico. Cálmase y cállate. Calm down and shut up. You listen to Bobby Heenan. You listen to Razor Ramon. You listen to Ric Flair. You work for us, Chico.
No, he doesn't.
You one of the bad guys. And one more thing, man.
Shut up, Bobby.
You say you could beat all three of us in one night, man?
Razor, no.
You've been sitting on your soft behind a
boy.
microphone for over 1 year. You haven't wrestled three men in 1 year, Chico. Remember where you come from, man. Ric Flair, Bobby Heenan made you somebody.
Razor, I told you, you travel with me.
No,
Actually, no, Mr. Perfect made it into
right now. Mr. Perfect.
Illusion of grandeur. Perfect. Kid, explain to him.
Kid.
This is a bad joke. Let's clarify it right now.
So at 35
Savage,
and 30,
McMahon,
picture a
Hillbilly
kid?
Jim, Duggan, turn around. Look at Perfect. He's my baby. He's my baby.
You are not Larry the Axe.
Perfect. Clarify it.
Listen.
Tell them where you're at. Learjets, limousines, jet flying, kiss stealing. You are one of the boys now. One of my boys. And there's
You are not
nothing
Larry the
wrong with
Axe.
walking in the shadow of Ric Flair. I'm walking in the shadow of John Wayne.
No, they didn't.
There you
Tell him,
go,
Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
Tell
They say
him.
you can't
Nobody
do
walked
it.
in the shadow
I
of
say
John
that
Wayne.
you can. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't. Razor Ramon tells you to shut up. You don't say nothing. This guy, Ric Flair, says he wants you to ride in his limousine and be his baby. Yeah.
He is
that
my
what you
baby.
are? Are you a baby?
Take off the
Where's
sunglasses,
your guts,
Savage.
Perfect? Do you
Look
have the
us in the
guts?
eye.
Do you have the
This isn't a
guts?
game
on,
anymore.
Kurt.
It's a
You want to
team.
be under Heenan's
Get
thumb.
pissed off.
Perfect for one time in your life. Don't be
Perfect.
Flair's
Get at
baby.
yourself. Come on.
Perfect.
Tell him.
Be a man for
Party
one
to go
time
to,
in your
man.
life.
Lighten up, Chico.
Are you a man
Take off
or are
the
you a
glasses,
baby?
Savage.
Come on, Perfect.
Got the guts
Come
or
with
you
us,
don't
man.
have the guts. I can't go to the ring with consideration. I need a commitment from a man.
Perfect. Get out of that chair and get on the phone right now.
Come
Mr.
on.
You don't
Perfect.
tell me
too
what
late.
to do. Flair
You
goes
know what
suck
I'm
a
My
dick.
offer still
It's
stands.
not too late. Come on.
But I need an
Yeah,
answer
quiet.
from you.
Bobby.
I had 24 hours to make my decision. I didn't have any trouble. I picked you because I think you're great.
It's me.
And I think you're perfect.
You're the kid.
But
I think
maybe I'm wrong. You got less than 30 minutes. You got to give me a bottom line answer, and then I'll go listen. I'll go look for somebody else.
All right, Mr. Perfect, get on the spot. Let's take you to more WWF action.
Tell me.
Well, I can tell you the tension continuing to build to a fever pitch. Please, gentlemen. It is time, Mr. Perfect, for you to put up
or
shut up.
Will you be the tag team partner of the Macho Man Randy Savage at Survivor Series? Yes or no?
I'll handle this right now.
Get your hand out from in front of my face.
You're not making the right decisions. You're listening to Savage. They got you all turned around. Just listen to me. It's time someone takes charge here, and I'm going to do it. People in life have to take orders. I take orders
people
from Flair.
in the military.
You're going to take orders
We're
from
not
me
in the military.
and Flair.
Follow orders.
His shadow, you do your thing. Keep your mouth shut. I'll do the same thing. He is not wrestling anybody. He is not getting in the ring and Survivor Series.
Something, Heenan. I am sick and tired of everybody making decisions for me. Savage, you want an answer? I'll give you an answer. I accept. I said I accept.
I'm talking. Don't you hear me?
Oh!
You hear me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you something right now. You don't put your hands on me. Survivor Series.
Oh, we lost Witchy.
Internet. Yeah. By the way, so hold on. Don't worry. We shall see. We shall see and kill some time. Okay, so that is happening right now. So this usually has happened to me live on air when a guest loses, or either that I have actually had a guest host. So for all the viewers and subscribers, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the ring bell notification, and be sure to always.
You lost me there for a second. I'm sorry.
There you go. See, I had to put on my hat real quick and tell people to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I had to kill some airtime. See, that's why you have me. I've been 8 years in the business.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think Bobby needs to tone it down a bit. He sounds like a battered woman. Like, oh God, stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! I'll make dinner. I swear. I mean, come on, Bobby. Really?
I'm sorry.
I'll make dinner next time. I swear.
Put your hands on the wrong person. You just got done putting your hands on Mr. Perfect. You don't touch Mr. Perfect.
I know.
You've been holding me back all these years. You've been putting me on the back burner. Ric Flair has been walking in my shadow. Ric Flair wants to fill my shoes.
Look what they've done to us. Look at they tore us apart. I didn't mean to hit you. God knows I'd never do that.
Never do that off of me.
I'll get down on my knees. I'll get down on one knee and tell you something. Please, we'll never do it again. I'll never do anything wrong. I promise you. I'll buy you a car. I'll get you a boat. I'll give you double the money you could have made. I'll get on both knees perfect. Please don't leave us. Please don't do that.
For a man.
Please don't do that.
Here.
Please don't. No.
Take What do you think about that, Ric Flair? What do you think about this wet weasel? Macho Man Randy Savage, I'm back, and I'm back in the Survivor Series as your partner, believe it or not. How do you like that? How do you like that? I'm back. I'm all the way back. How do you like that? How do you like that, Enid? How do you like that, you weasel?
Okay, now there is a whole nother segment, but for sake of time, we're going to go to our main event. You missed Curt pouring water on Bobby.
No, I just saw that.
Well, I mean, it was basically Curt Hennig turning, or Mr. Perfect turning face. Yeah.
It was a slow build for like 30 minutes, which is what makes it brilliant, I say. It's slowly building and slowly building and slowly building throughout the show. Then it went to matches in the ring, but those were job matches at that time, so it didn't really matter. So what mattered, people wanted to see what happens with Perfect and Heenan and stuff. So that's what people wanted to see.
Yep. So our main event is Hog Wild 1997. This would be DDP versus Curt Hennig in WCW. I will go over this match again. Obviously, we're just doing this for the main event for the show, but we definitely will go over this by ourselves. But here we go. For those who are listening to the audio, it's WCW Road Wild, Season 1, Episode 1, WCW Road Wild 1997. We are 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 31 seconds in. Press play now.
Well, we're
And we're definitely gonna
WCW
put it up.
issue because we're gonna try to settle a score, a personal score between athletes here. You know, for the past few weeks, as you take a look once again at
I didn't think
downtown
I started that
Sturgis
far
and,
back.
you know, bikers. When we had an interview
Yeah,
with
right,
him recently
right.
on WCW Saturday night, he said, you know,
Oh,
I'm
all
not
right.
so
Shut up,
caught up in
DDP.
winning or losing anymore.
Get him, Kurt.
And that may be a good thing. When you don't let your losses bother you,
Kurt,
when you can forget about them and take the
Let's
one
go,
match at a
Kurt.
time, the
Let's
next
go,
match and
Kurt.
try to be successful,
There you go.
you can be successful.
Well, he's pulling him out now. Didn't make the mistake of rolling in.
Oh.
And he's starting to pound on him right here. Now he can get in because he's got him down.
Like I said, this man Diamond Dallas has momentum on his side.
Whoa.
And he's beating some of the
Wait.
biggest names in this sport, no doubt about it.
The bell sounds, and here we go.
Come on, Kurt. Oh.
As Hennig pulls the hair, sending Page
Come on,
crashing
boy.
down. He likes that. He likes the shortcuts. He likes stretching the rules. So it doesn't matter to DDP what you
no
do to him.
thanks.
He's going to come right back at you. There's a knee. He's in the corner. Pulls down
Hey,
that
yeah,
singlet
tear it
now,
off, tear it off.
and buries the elbows deep into the chest here.
Yeah,
Get him naked, DDP. I don't care.
No, let's not have none of that.
Right there. That's speaking of uppercuts. He got caught with one, but
You guys
You
were
know-
talking. I
right
love
back.
it. I'd be like,
We're
woo.
seeing two of the best here.
Curt
fans.
Hennig naked.
Curt Hennig and Diamond
You
Dallas.
know-
Right, wow.
Look-
Hennig tumbles on the outside.
Just looking at this, you know,
Not far enough. He's still on
like
the
it's
ground.
like you don't appreciate the simple things, like throwing a punch.
Put it on him from there.
Right.
Nobody can do that anymore.
Right.
In Boxer Days Wrestling, nobody can throw a punch.
Right.
It's absurd.
Spinning around.
Oh.
Forearm shot. Hennig back to the corner. He's up
Ah,
high
shut up,
here.
DDP.
Now going to try to
You
feel
know
him out.
nothing. Hey, what the fuck was that?
All the way to the other corner. Hennig.
Kurt had to do that all himself.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh, I
He
hated
clearly
that
did it
move.
himself. He kind of slid in there.
He always did that though. That was one of his moves.
Yeah.
That was one. Even though I hated it.
Well, we do this with
It's like
It was a Kurt special.
it's like Brett when he would take the buckle
Yeah,
like
take it
starting
down.
at first.
Get him naked.
Time here.
Get him naked. Hello. Hot
Almost
air.
has a singlet
Yes.
all the way off. Back elbow.
Let's see some
Caught
skin, baby. Skin.
Sturgis.
Yummy.
Left hand. Do a
And,
P.
like, these are the brutal shows.
Has purple bloomers on.
killer right there.
He has purple underwear on.
The crowd wouldn't react either to anything, just drunk and just not giving a shit, you know. So it was just bad.
The diamond cutter.
It's
Now,
Man, I
bad
don't care.
television,
Get naked, bro.
to see him take this
bad filming.
And he paid for it.
Oh, that had to hurt. Kurt's like, I gotta
top rope.
put up
Once
my
again,
face
Regan
here.
said it was unusual.
He's
The
disrupted
emotions were
that.
carried him away that time. We got too caught up in the match.
Well, he's
Sometimes
got
I'm
a-
thinking.
And now they're starting the motorcycles. You hear the motorcycles revving.
Yeah,
Use
he
anything
did
to
it.
get his hands on. I
And
know
Mark
this man.
Curtis said, okay, get it out of there. In a minute, Curt Hennig could be disqualified here if he keeps this up. Mark Curtis being very
letting go.
lenient, the referee, allowing this towel to stay in the ring. And now he has it, and that'll be that for the towel. Surprised with that? He didn't disqualify.
Well, I think when you're in a big game like this, sometimes
Hi-ya.
as lenient as you can, you know, a little leniency even on the referee's part. But, you know, things will happen
Get
so
him,
fast
Kurt.
there. Now he's got it turned around and Dallas Page is down.
I like to see it. I like to see him let him play.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Cha-cha.
Knee left. We've seen so many things happen. That shouldn't have happened, and now.
I think DDP surprised
No,
Curt
let it
Hennig.
down, Kurt.
I
Let
really
it
think he did.
down. You look
if he
fine.
did, Brain,
Where's that? Where's that,
you
Brain?
can see it right now because Hennig is in control.
Nope.
Because Hennig is so confident.
No thanks.
He always takes advantage of the situation. And he probably thought, well, DDP is just another guy down the road, but he's not.
Oh,
He
you
can
look
beat
at
you.
Kurt's elbow is
Take
bleeding.
over. I think that
I don't know
comes
what he
with the
got it on.
Hennig.
Woo, that looked fun.
Hey, neck breaker over the top.
Nobody beats Curt Hennig.
That's right,
I think the fact that
nobody.
Hennig has had more years in the sport than Diamond Dallas Page.
Second generation.
Second generation
generation.
star. He's had more years in the
Nice.
sport. Therefore, in many ways, he is more polished than Diamond Dallas Page, a complete pro wrestler. DDP sometimes will win matches on just guts, intensity, in that one maneuver. Where Curt Hennig, with the years of experience behind him, will find many ways to beat you. In the corner goes DDP
Hi-ya.
and a back elbow.
Caught him coming out. DDP got him close to the rope.
Two.
Yeah, he's seen Ric Flair do this. That goes back to winning any call.
Yeah,
And
fuck
if you
Ric
can't
Flair.
get a
Okay.
victory, whatever it is.
We're trying to be
when you're
nice.
in this situation that we in right here in Sturgis, South Dakota, the big rally.
Come on, Kurt.
And that brings up another point
Hi-ya.
on Monday Nitro. Boy, we all thought Hennig was a part of a Horseman, but in an interview conducted just today on
No,
WCW
he didn't want to be a
Saturday
part of
night,
Four
he
Horsemen.
let
That
us
was
know that no,
Bischoff.
he is still a free agent.
Look at this. Look at this.
Bischoff
right here
wanted
now.
him in the Four Horsemen.
Oh, I could break an ankle
Hey,
right
hey,
there,
hey,
leg
hey,
and
hey,
everything else.
hey,
He's got a lot of
hey.
pain
He said goddamn.
right now.
Oh,
You
goddamn.
can't get the diamond cutter any less than get you standing.
That's right.
I guess that hurts. I
If
don't
he
know.
can't stand, you don't have a finisher.
find
Yeah,
out.
I've seen him do it from all directions. You're right,
Hiya.
not standing. He's got to be up. He's
You're
got to
not
be able to
the
drop with you. He can't do it from his knees.
Hennig back to the attack of DDP, who's been
Oh,
taken
one less
literally off
leg
his
to
feet
kick
on
you
this
with.
one. Oh, almost like a spinning toe. That's exactly what it is here. Now turning on the leg, you can see that the leg, the knee, was not meant to go that way, and the motorcycle's cranking.
Oh, there you go.
trying to
Here
get
you
behind
go. Motorcycle's
DDP.
getting.
And in the arena event, on Nitro, wherever we are, the
Can't
All
even
you can
yourself
hear is the
think.
revving.
Yeah.
You don't hear commentary much.
Oh.
The engines roar.
Yeah, why that is, Tony?
You can hear the engine roar.
You're right again, Brain. That's why you're the brain.
That's all you hear right
He can
now.
barely walk on that thing
Yeah.
right now. Got him in a sleeper here.
Yeah.
Look at Kurt's elbow, if you can. His left elbow is busted open.
Just dropping down.
Like I said, I don't know
What
when he
happened
hit
is
it
the
on
top of the
something
head hit
accidentally
the jaw,
or.
the chin of Hennig. And that ended that. Right, Dream?
I don't know.
Right,
It's too
that's
loud.
right,
I can't hear
In the
you.
ropes.
Right up on back there, slide
What
down to him, try
the
to get him
fuck
in a
was that?
back.
Got him in the backside. 1, 2.
Oh,
Almost
No!
with that one.
that was a nice move for a man as big as Diamond Dallas Page did. Right
Ah, how
there,
do you like that,
ran
Mapples,
into it.
bitch?
You're right. Walked right into
Uh-huh.
the lariat that time. Easily
Come on,
Hennig
Kurt.
disposed him that time, but only could get a 2 count. So the engine droid here in Sturgis, but did not bring DDP back yet.
Oh.
That was a glancey blow. I think
Oh.
that hit him in the side of the head, maybe the temple that time.
Got him hooked up.
Over that top 1, 2.
Ah.
DDP showing a lot of reserve here.
He's
Can we stop with the motorcycles? We get it, okay?
Of pinning Diamond Dallas Page on a
Little
setback
watch live.
in this young man's
Yeah,
career.
well,
Diamond Dallas
unfortunately.
has fought all his life.
Oh!
A desperation move.
But can he cover him here?
He's going for it. He knows what to do.
Slowly gets on, didn't hook a leg and only got a 2. And
Two.
the kick out
How
lands
do you
on
like them
top of the
apples?
referee, Mark Curtis. And I believe that time, if I'm right, that maybe the elbow hit Curtis in the back of the head. Meanwhile, Hennig
He's
is
trying to get it
going
over.
to
He
the
can't get it
top
off.
turnbuckle.
He's trying to kick off
He can't get it off.
That sticks out there. The turnbuckle protects. That's exactly what he's doing.
The turnbuckle
Poor
pad
Kurt. He couldn't get
is
the
what
shit
it is. He's
off.
trying to
He
take
couldn't get
off,
off.
exposing the steel
There it is.
turnbuckle
Kind
here.
of.
This
Kind
would
of.
put Diamond Dallas completely off.
man,
That's what happened. He's out.
That cracked him. The referee just started to come back around. And look at this, how smart Curt Hennig is. He goes to the other corner like nothing happened. That's the veteran skill right there.
The referee is up. Hennig, if he wants to make a cover, needs to do it right now because DDP, as you can see, is
I
out.
don't know if they're outside. I just don't like the
But Hennig's
motorcycle.
very slowly getting up.
You know? I can't even get it, you know?
It's brutal.
But
Takes
I like
his
this
time,
match, though.
Very deliberate at what he's doing.
He could have pinned him here.
Goes right with what he wants to do. He's got a plan.
Get him,
He's
Kurt.
trying to stay with it.
I wouldn't pick him up.
No,
You know, I mean,
no.
Now you're going to see it.
Opportunity.
he's almost-
The Hennig flag.
You don't need to put your hold on DDP here.
Why not?
Because he is out
They
of
let
his
him
feet.
kick out.
He's going to try his fisherman suplex here. I would
It's a Hennig
venture to
flag.
say.
He's prepping DDP.
It's a fisherman suplex.
Well, it's all academic now. He's got the leg.
He gets him in
Nope.
this. It's all over.
Oh boy, he got him in it. 1,
hell was that?
2. He
So he lets him kick out.
Diamond Dallas Page.
I'm going to tell you what, too.
Oh, it looks
He
like Paige,
kicks out.
Maybe
the
Hennig
bladed.
wasted a little too much time there.
I believe
Oh,
he
yeah.
did. The engine starts to roar on that comeback by DDP.
Yeah, can we stop that,
They're going
please?
to go to the turnbuckle again.
Oh no.
Blocked it that time.
He's injured. There's
Oh.
much more DDP can take.
Oh.
I don't know what
Reverse.
he's going on now.
He's down, getting it right now.
He's reaching down right. You're right.
Oh,
Head first goes Hennig.
Whoa, yes. Now Yes. the engine
Damn.
of DDP
Come on.
are no more. Yeah.
Oh.
Left,
Get up.
Left. Got him again.
Diamond
Oh,
Dallas
come on,
Page
Kurt.
is a fighter.
Making the
I didn't like
comeback.
DDP.
And the fans erupt on this one. Page, can he get on the diamond cutter? He's not going for it.
Oh, he kicked the referee. Whoops.
Referee clipped him with the foot again. Got him up.
Sorry.
Whoa, face
Another ref
down
bump.
now. Turns him over. No referee. Nobody to count.
Another ref
Nobody
bump.
to count, pancake him here.
1,
And we have
2.
someone
Nope.
Rolling towards the ring is Ric Flair.
Oh,
Ric
fuck
Flair's
you, Flair.
arrived.
Kurt don't
He
need
is
your
up on
fucking
top.
help.
Oh, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair
Oh, yeah,
How do
he
you
got
like
caught
that?
right there, guys.
coming in to help
Diamond
out Hennig.
Cutter!
Oh, yes, he got Ric Flair right there. Got him
Thank
good,
the goddess
too.
for that.
Yeah, but he's
There
not
you
the
go.
Who
man.
needs that worthless piece
It's
of crap?
Hennig
Hennig
got
Black.
him again. It is German suplex.
No referee.
No referee to count.
Still no referee.
There it is.
1, 2, 3. All right.
That's ridiculous.
No, I don't think
He
it's
could have made it out.
ridiculous.
He could have done it.
I think it
Well,
was
are
just,
you
you know.
nitpicking?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You can nitpick this match, like those.
Yeah.
You can't
Like,
distracting
hey, guys,
and
get it. The motorcycles.
maybe too many ref bumps. Maybe not kicking it, holding that forever perfect plex, or Henning plex, whatever it was called in
Hennig Plex,
WCW.
yeah. Couldn't take that
but-
perfect gimmick with him. Oh, nope.
But that match was way better than anything I've seen today for the most part. Especially even in WWE. I mean, you can say that match was way better than what we see today. I mean, it's the punches. Nobody can throw a punch anymore. All we see is this shitty fake ass forearms. Don't do anything.
Or
You
the super
see
kicks where they slapped their legs.
a million super kicks where they
Yeah.
obviously slap their legs like that. And
Bring
then,
back
like,
punching.
No, I
or-
definitely agree with that.
it's like these guys don't know how to throw a punch. Literally, they did like
Yeah.
they throw it like they do like this and like I'm like.
I mean, yeah, it is a sad thing that modern wrestling has lost what we used to have, even in 97, 98, and 99. I do want to have I don't know if a special or an episode where we actually watch along to Kurt's live performance of Rap is Crap. I think my audience will really enjoy that.
Yeah.
But we're going to wrap up here. So, guys, we'll start with Alex this time. Alex, what did you think of this show? And hopefully we'll have many more like that, right?
It was fun again.
It was a lot of fun. We all had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Even though you were a baby when most of that happened.
Look forward to the next episode. Hopefully, see more of these like bloopers or like we saw last time. That'd be
Yeah, those were fun.
Yeah,
I
those
like
were
you can't even get the mic to work.
You can't even.
I also like the so-called.
We got $1 million company. We can't get
Yeah, we can't get a mic that works. But Triple H actually looked pissed there.
Yeah.
Like he was really pissed.
Of course. I mean, it wasn't fake.
But I like the Stone Cold one where he's like, "What is a nature boy? Do you like nature? Do you like boys?
No.
Don't answer that.
No.
Don't answer that." Angel, you're next.
Oh well, it was great to be on, and I hope maybe we could do more of this soon, and we gotta go live in an hour, so
Yeah.
I'm just talking to myself, but yeah, I mean, thank you for having me on again.
I'm about to come out here. I'm already out here.
Already out here. It definitely looked like he had been drinking something.
Yeah. I gotta come out here. I'm already out here.
I'm already out here. Kids.
First of all, I got nothing but love for this entire network and show. You guys, on a personal note, have been very good friends to me, and also helping me out through my own personal dark times that I'm going through. And saying that, sorry, and saying that, that I really do appreciate being a guest on here. It means the world. And besides that, your words of kindness to me and your support, especially what I'm dealing with, has meant so much. And saying thank you is never enough. And I owe you guys a severe debt. And just I wish you guys nothing but happiness and a beautiful life. So thank you for helping me.
Hey, we love you, kid. That's why we do
problem.
it.
That's why we're here.
Well, that's why we're here.
Also, just want to mention, Kit, I don't know if Angel discussed this with you yet, if you would be able to make it, but Angel and I are planning to do a GTA 6 episode sometime soon. I don't know if Angel's discussed with you about it yet.
I haven't had a chance to, but
yeah.
Well, give me the details. These next couple weeks, I'm gonna be pretty. I got a situation I have to deal with, but obviously if you private message me, I'm gonna get to it right away and see what I can do. So let me see what I can do, please. Just you gotta let me know in advance. I'm very sorry. There's a lot of things I gotta take care of now.
I mean,
and
sounds
an
good. I'll let
update
you
on
know.
Snow. Snow is having computer issues. Funny that we're all having internet.
Luckily, yeah, I was able to come on. I had computer issues all day, but
Yep. Which is the graphics.
He's out there shitting and farting with this.
We love you, Snow. But unfortunately, he was not
maybe
able
next
to come
time.
on. Yeah, maybe next time. We'll be back again, hopefully for wrestling episode 150 or something. I'll have the guys on, and hopefully we'll have Snow. Hopefully we won't have all these computer network problems. I think it's the weather because I mean we have been it's been on and off rain, and I think it's supposed to thunderstorm later or something.
Yeah,
but
we got
anyway,
some storms coming here.
Yep.
Well, we've had nothing but sun out here.
Shut up! You're in California.
Yeah, that's
well, like I said, my favorite is New York.
Sunny California.
It's not like Los Angeles is my favorite.
Okay, well.
Well, yeah, better than LA. Yeah, we're
as long as you're avoiding the rioting in LA, you're good.
That's what I've heard.
I'm far from LA. So I'm in Burbank.
Okay, well.
That's probably what, 8 hours away or something?
No, not 8 hours.
Okay, well, it's in the ballpark.
You have to go really, really far out of the state to like a central city or whatever. Whatever.
I see. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up here. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on episode 100. Woo! 100. We reached 100. I honestly, the last words I want to say is I never dreamed that this would even get this far. I'm very happy with all the guys here that have really helped me, especially Kit and Angel. Little brother Alex has also been a very big contributor to this show. I mean, I honestly can't thank you guys enough either. You guys have been my rock, and I was like, I don't know, should I do a show? Should I not do a show? And then I met Kit and I met Angel, and I can't say enough great things about you guys. Thank you so much for helping me and my shows. I'm in so much debt to you both as well, and you too, Alex. So anyway, we will see you next week. Maybe I'll do the live performance of Curt. So we'll see you next week if I don't already do it. We will see you next week for episode 101, and we will be back with another Curt Hennig match. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Now.
Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello, and welcome to the Shameless Plugs. I wanted to do an updated version because I no longer have Patreon. I don't know if anyone has seen and down in the description field. The first shameless plug I would like to do is for my Cash App and my PayPal account. If you can donate, please, please, please donate today. I actually had one donation, but that was more for my birthday. So anyway, if you can donate, please see the links in the description field for my PayPal and my Cash App. I'd like to start off by saying also, and I will say this at the end, I have an AI outro that is AI generated. I actually made a country song dedicated to Curt. I made several. Just in case there also may be in the future or right now is going to be an AI intro. So I just want to let you know that the intro also could be AI, and this is for Amazon. This is for YouTube only. YouTube only. So the first shameless plug I would like to do is Kit Cabello. He is one of my great, great friends. I love him to death. And what a great man, great guy, all around great friend as well. You can catch him on Heartlands Media. That's 9 a.m. Central, Monday through Friday. And he will tell it like it is. Trust me, he will tell it like it is. Can't say enough great things about Kit Cabello. Also, check out Angel Riviera. He is in Angel in the Afternoon, and of course, he is my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Pro Wrestling Talk is every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though those are scheduled to change due to family issues or WrestleMania or a pay-per-view. Also, I would like you to, but definitely check out Angel in the Afternoon. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he also tells it like it is. Way to go, Angel. Okay, on to deconstructing topics. My big brother, Dave. I can't say enough great things about Dave. He is a big supporter of mine, and I'm a big supporter of him. If you check out Deconstructing Topics, he has his own show. I'm not sure what episode he's on right now, but he has a great podcast. Please, please, please listen to it. You can check it out on YouTube. I don't know if he's on Rumble, but I'll see if I can get a Rumble link. All these links are in the description field if you want to check these people out. Also, I'd like to mention my little kid brother, Alex Knight. We are actually not really related, but I see him like a little brother. So anyway, Alex Knight, you can find him on Angel in the Afternoon. You can also catch him on Pro Wrestling Talk. And I think he's going to do a baseball podcast with Angel as well. So check that out. That'll be on Sundays. I'm not sure the time. I'll have to get that from Angel later. But I just want to make sure that you check him out because he is a great person and someone I can call friend and little brother. The next shameless plug I'd like to do really fast is Black Magic Talk is my other show, guys. If you would like to check that out, all you have to do is click the link in the description field, and blessed be to you if you are also a witch, wizard, or warlock, or whatever you call yourself. You can check that out in the description field. We have a lot of fun over there. I love to have on special guests, especially Sonia Smith. She's a very dear friend of mine. I hope you will subscribe to all these people on YouTube or on Rumble. We are also on Rumble. The Rumble description field, the link is in the description field. Sorry. If you would like to check that out, this will be going on YouTube, of course, because I don't need this for Rumble. I could put it on Rumble. I think I might. So if you are on Rumble watching this and you would like to see the YouTube version of this, it's mostly audio that you will see, except for this part, right? Just check us out on YouTube. The link is in the description field. And again, if you want to check out Black Magic Talk, you can check that out too, where we talk everything pagan and Wiccan. There is no evil or black magic, of course. It's all great fun, and we have a good time. If you like a personal tarot reading from me, click the link in the description field below. I can get you my, my pricing and stuff. If you would like to be a guest on the Black Magic Talk, or if you'd like to be on Pro Wrestling Talk, you can DM me on X. My X is in the description field for both Black Magic Talk and for Curt Hennig podcast. Go ahead and hit those in the description field and DM me, and feel free to ask if you'd like to be a guest. If there's anything else, concerns, or if you would like to just give feedback, you can always DM us on X and so on. Just want to mention my Cash App and my PayPal account are in the description field. If you can give to the show, great. If not, please enjoy the show. That's what we are mainly here for, just for your entertainment purposes only. And again, I will reiterate that the AI outro song is AI generated. That is for everyone, for Rumble and for YouTube. Also, there could be an AI intro song. Just want to let you know that if there's ever an intro song, it is AI generated on YouTube. I created a couple of songs here and there, a couple of country songs I think that Curt would like. So I hope you check those out. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect or Curt Hennig. Nobody.
In a small town gym with wooden floors, he'd lace up his boots, he'd settle the scores. With a suplex or a lariat, he'd stand tall. Curt Hennig, the hero we all recall. Oh, Mr. Perfect, the man we admire in the wrestling ring. He set hearts on fire. From the farm to the glory, he took his stand. A true country legend, the perfect man. lights. He wrestled his dreams on countless nights with a fisherman's carry and a confident grin. Curt showed the world the warrior within. Oh, Mr. Perfect, the man we admire in the wrestling ring. He set hearts on fire. From the fun to the glory, he took his stand. A true country legend, the perfect man. Humming the ballads of a heart so strong, where the echoes of victory always belong. He taught us that life is a fighter's game. Curt Hennig, forever framed in fame. In the hours of wrestling, his name remains. Curt Hennig, who broke through the chains. From Minnesota's fields to the wrestling